Yikes. That's as far. We're gonna keep it on there.
Yeah.
Lock the keys in the car.
July 10th, day 39 of our trip. We are headed out of Haines, Alaska. We're going to have to go back into Canada to cross over into mainland Alaska. I don't know if that's what they call it, but that's what we've been calling it, mainland Alaska. But just want to recap our time in Haines. Last time we did an update, we were headed to the market. We pulled into the parking lot, got out, I locked the door. Austin looked at me and I said, "You don't have the keys, do you?" We locked the keys in the van, did a Google search. What we found on Google, there was no locksmith in town at all. But luckily we were right across the street from the building that is the fire department, the police station, the morgue, the Chamber of Commerce, all in one building. So we walked over there, saw one of the firefighters. He was kind enough to help us out. He brought over some wooden shims and some other things, a coat hanger, worked on trying to get the door unlocked. For a few minutes, we were not having much success. You know, we've got Otto in the car, everything that we own, and we're just trying to stay focused and trying to solve the problem and not get too panicked or anything. Otto was perfectly fine. He was sleeping. It was a cold day. Our back windows were open. We have little sliders with a vent where he gets airflow, so he was sleeping. He was fine. I was trying to tell him, unlock the door.
He has no thumbs.
He has no thumbs. And he has naps to take. He's working on the door unlocked. I'm kind of just like walking around the van thinking. I notice and remember that our side doors have a window that the previous owner took out. There's a screw, a washer, and then a wing nut. I'm like, Austin, can we get a screwdriver, try to get this window out? Austin went into the market, asked the person working behind the counter if they had a screwdriver. Did not, but someone who was there shopping, a super nice guy, overheard Austin ask, and he was like, "Oh, go out to my truck. I've got a toolbox. Get whatever you need." That just goes to show you the kind of town that Haines, Alaska is. It's very small, tight-knit. We saw a lot of the same people several times. Very trustworthy. We learned we really don't even need to lock our doors, but people do because of bears. We worked on that for a while. The firefighter had to leave, but he left us with some shims. We got it all screwed. It was sealed. We stuck the shims in between the window and the sealant and kind of hammered at it. It came out. We got back into the van, and we're so grateful for the nice people that lent a hand to us get back in. While all that was happening, at the exact moment that we realized our keys in the van, I get a text message from our friend Carla that I mentioned, who we met out here, who lives in the same town as us in New Smyrna, 5 miles away from our house. She sent me a text message and asked if she could treat us to dinner at her favorite place. Lighthouse restaurant for fish and chips. Oh, I responded. I was like, well, we just locked our keys in the van, but if we can get this taken care of soon, we would love that. And we ended up meeting her for dinner and had a great time. Amazing halibut fish and chips.
So good.
How good?
I could have had 4 more plates. It was so good. It was like the biggest fish nuggets, lightest fish I've ever seen, really.
Yeah, light and flaky. Thank you, Carla.
Yes, thank you so much.
It was such a pleasure meeting you, and we had a fantastic conversation at dinner. Someone that we just really connected with on so many levels. Just so refreshing, especially when they just so happen to live 5 miles from your home. So
When we're back in town, we're gonna have you over for dinner.
yeah, definitely. We'll go fishing and we'll catch her some fish, and
Yeah, there
we'll
you go.
make fish and chips at home. So after dinner, we decided there's all these little pull-offs on one of the main roads in Haines. It only seemed right that we would camp at one of those pull-offs. It was a beautiful scene to wake up to. It was rainy overnight and real like foggy and hazy this morning. Very cozy and beautiful. Blue eddy was getting pretty low, and we were on a pull-off where we didn't have a whole lot of room to get out and make coffee or anything like that. So Austin cranked up the van while I was still in bed with Otto down to a little pull-off spot with bathrooms and picnic tables and set up shop there. We just so happened to see, it was such a sweet scene. We saw the firefighter who helped us. He pulls up in the fire truck. Out pops this little girl, and the little girl is getting a tour of the fire truck, and she is just stoked out of her mind. It was so cute. He was showing her all the different tools and things that they have and put the big heavy backpack on her. And again, like I said, just a testament to this town, how sweet it is, full of the most kind and friendly people. We also saw Carla again. She was working, she was doing a tour, and she pulled up. We had our grill out, and she was like, "What's for breakfast?"
In the community, it's a lot of people that were passing each other, were waving, and it's all driven around the ocean and nature. Everybody we talked to within more than a couple minutes, and they're talking about the ocean or the trees or something of that nature. No pun intended, which was really cool.
Yeah.
And a lot of people that have moved there because they fell in love with it. We can see why. That's
Yeah.
for sure. It's a beautiful, special place.
Very special. We're super lucky the days that we were here. Great weather. I mean, yesterday was just like so sunny, blue skies, gorgeous. I feel like we got an example of what the town truly is, like on a normal basis. This morning, 2 cruise ships had come into port. One was a pretty small ship, and then one was a little bit bigger. Tours were coming through. People were on bicycles. We saw a lot more people and busyness than we had in the past 2 days. So it was kind of cool to see both versions of that. The town is just nestled in this valley. Here come the cruise ships. Like the host told us, it drops down to like 400 feet inlet, and
Seen orcas and humpbacks before, and from time to time you'll get that. We didn't get to see any. We looked hard, but
yeah.
it's really cool to just have that right out of your downtown look. You can potentially see some orcas.
Decided on our way back home, we will definitely be pulling through Haines later in the year, and the salmon counts really go up. Start to see a lot of bears feeding in the rivers, so we will definitely be back for sure on this trip on our way back home, and then definitely hoping that we come back years to come. That's for sure going to be on our to-do list.
Yes.
I also learned so much from Carla about the native communities that are there. With her being tour guide, she has been able to meet some really cool people. She's in her tour groups to local native carvers who are open to sharing their story, and of all people to meet someone who's from the town that you live in, and then also someone who knows such a rich history of the place, was just such a treat. We're gonna enjoy this drive. Haines Highway is absolutely stunning. Heard that there might be some wild horses out here. It reminds me of Scotland so much. It's just amazing how green and lush everything is. The rolling hills and then the big mountains.
From this point, we're like 30 minutes from our campsite for the night. Same spot we stayed in on the way in. Tomorrow, not sure where we're staying tomorrow night, but we're gonna put in some driving, maybe 3-4 hours. The road will probably start to get a little dicey from what we've heard, but again, mixed reviews. Most people that that we've talked to in person that have driven are just like, just take your time. It'll all be good. You'll be fine. No rush. It's bumpy. It is what it is. So we've driven on some pretty gnarly roads leading up to this point. So I think that it's just going to be like that for a longer period of time. And everybody says it's very remote. Talked to a guy local yesterday about the road, and he was like it's not that bad. It's definitely bumpy. You have a spare board. Frost heaves is what a lot of people talk about. Who I talked to said he broke down out there and had to get towed 300 miles. I got a lot of trust in the van. Gotten us this far. It's running great. I don't hear any weird sounds. I don't feel anything weird. I think it's ready. I mean, we put 6,000 miles on it on this trip. Primed it. The pipes are clean. Fuel injectors are just probably humming at this point. That's even a thing. Once we get to Oak, Alaska, which is the first town in Alaska, which is still another 2 hours from the border of Alaska. Should be smooth sailing as far as the roads. We're headed up to the Arctic Circle pretty much right away. We're not even like a quarter of the way through this trip. People are just hyping us up too about Alaska. There's more to do before then. And we're friggin' pumped.
Friggin' pumped.
Look at this. I mean, we're out here with nobody. We got this road to ourselves. Unbelievable. Unbelievable. For free. All the roads free. The campsites we stay in are free. Gas is not free. In Haines, it was almost $6 a gallon, which they are in a very remote spot, really. We make these videos and Instagram and all that stuff because we love to do it. Enjoy the art of videoing and taking pictures and sharing and inspiring. It inspires us. We get to look back at our videos and photos. We just love to bring people along for the ride. And if you feel so inclined, that's what people ask how they can support. We have shirts and hats, women's and men's, our website. Also, we have a little link. Some people have offered to buy us lunch and coffee. Our YouTube bio, you can go to all of the links. Obviously, no pressure. Just watching the videos puts a couple bucks in our pocket. We appreciate y'all, and we will see you at the campsite.
We have made it to our campsite. Since we were crossing the border today, we could not buy any like fresh foods, meat, anything like that. So we went to the grocery store and found these delicious pho bowls. They were only $4 and some change, which is great. All the groceries were pretty expensive in Haines, so finding this, and it's a pretty good size, I think it's gonna be satisfying. It's so good. I love soup. Any kind of like soup, brothy meal is usually like my favorite. So it's a chilly evening, having some warm pho. What a steal for $4 and change.
Can't beat it.
Can't beat it.
Made in the shade.
Made in the shade. Snapdragon. Slurp like nobody's watching. Is there?